The emotional state is not something that needs to be healed. The emotional state is something that needs to be nurtured, recognized, acknowledged, loved. It is the mental state that needs to be transformed, because the mental state connects to the higher mind, and the higher mind is what needs to be expressed on this dimension, not the ego mind. So once we start to integrate the persona, your whole endocrine system will change. And when your endocrine system changes, it will no longer know the lower frequencies of vibrations. It will operate at a higher state. And when it operates at a higher state, you will naturally know how it feels to be one with your soul. Those that have been here for quite some time understand that my teachings has to do with the causal body, has to do with the energy bodies and activation of the light body. There are many definitions for light body, but to me, light body sustains out of several different energy fields. And all these energy fields have their own dynamic, have their own frequency vibration, and have their own rotational spin. So when I'm referring to this work is that this is the language of the higher dimension. It does not understand words. It understands the frequency, vibration, and the tone that you maintain within your heart center. So those that are just coming in, we have a physical body, and then we have the auric field, which has many layers. The auric field sustains out of etheric body. When I refer to the body, I'm referring to the energy field of it. Etheric body, emotional body, mental body, and then astral body. These four come together, create your spirit. After the astral body, we have the causal body. The causal body is the cause of your existence. And the causal body operates in the most multidimensional, mysterious way. And that space there holds memories of your past lifetimes or future lifetimes, or better yet, the multidimensional existence that is happening in the same moment. So when we refer to past or future, they're not actually past or future, they are happening instantaneously. So the causal body, based on your tone, connects to your previous lifetimes for better understanding for the linear mind, and brings up the memories that had the most heightened emotion into the present moment. So the emotional body, the mental body, the etheric body, and the physical body, these four create the astral body. And then the astral body communicates to your causal body. They all have their own chakra systems within the field. They're not the 7 chakra systems here. Your emotional body has 16 chakra systems. Your mental body has 24. And your causal body has several chakra systems, which is divided into 2 energy fields, a lower causal and an upper causal. The causal body will take the memory from the astral body to the next lifetime. So what you have not finished in this lifetime, if you had some heightened emotions, mental beliefs, they will carry over to next lifetimes. So sometimes you might do work here and you say, okay, but I healed my emotional state. I thought I finished this, but yet it's coming back. The reason is because to really truly transform something is not to have a memory of it. Meaning, if you were upset at someone or angry at a situation or something that took place where disturbed your emotional state, and you still have a memory of it, that means you haven't forgave it. To truly forgive is to have a blank slate in the field. That means your mental body and your mind grid are no longer having that experience in the field. So once that takes place, that is where the connection between the astral body and the causal body start to integrate. And the causal body will clear out that memory from the oversoul, because the oversoul doesn't look at anything as good or bad. It looks at it as the experience of the free will that it projected itself into this dimension that was given to you. And that free will is what we are working with, is to choose every day, to choose a positive state of consciousness is only one thing, and then to come into that state and to be in that state constantly. So as long as we are living here, we will have our ups and downs, but the thing is, how can you become the best version of your human self in every moment? And it's not hiding it and pretending that you are not expressing it, but internally you're going through that experience because it is still in the field. It is truly becoming a neutral perspective from the higher soul's aspect, where you see things as the cause of why they're taking place. Once you understand the cause, you'll respond to these things differently, and you'll understand what needs to be done in order to redirect yourself and come into some sort of a solidification within yourself of these karmic experiences. Okay. So I go into this stuff very, very deep in the course, which is Master Thyself. And Master Thyself, we go through the physical body activations, because your physical body is the gateway, is the portal to your soul and your oversoul. And we go through the process of activating and clearing the karmic patterns within the physical body, restoring the organs, recalibrating the mind. And then we go into the astral space and we reprogram the astral body and connect to our astral twin. From there, we go deeper into our multidimensional self, working with all the energy bodies, uniting them into the astral self. And then we step into the causal body, understanding the cause of existence, and we clear out the karmic patterns from the causal body, which is part of the soul, the memory of the soul. And through that, we affect all the dimensions of our existences, our past, our futures, our multidimensional self. This work is very hands-on, and I will work with you every week for about 2 to 3 hours. And then you also go on your own pace. I believe this Master Thyself course will begin on January 11th. Thank you, Luz. January 11th. Okay. So January 11th, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that captures all the time zones where we go through this process. It's a very deep process. There are people here that took it several times. And I also do mentorships. But the mentorship program, only people that took the course, we do a whole year of mentorship where we go into a depth to reprogram, realign, and get the physical body up to a certain state of consciousness that can match the soul. This is in-depth work. So they're all kind of dependent upon one another. And those that take the course, I will have a 5-day retreat in June, actually, about June 11th in Turkey, Ephesus. So I'm putting that together. That will be all posted for people that are interested in that. But again, there's a prerequisite, which is to take the 6-week course. And the 6-week course is very important because that is presetting you for the 4 or 5-day retreat that's going to be very intense. It's really diving deep, and you really are going through a deeper state of transformation. You can call it healing. It's definitely healing. It's changing the mental patterns. It's changing your emotional state. It's healing the trauma that's been there for 2026. So that is for those that will take. Then next year, I will probably start another mentorship program, and the mentorship program is limited and it's for 1 year only. Okay, and there's retreats and there's much more involved in there. If you guys have any questions about that, just email alignment of light, or you can also, after the meditation, have some questions. You can ask some questions on here as well on the Zoom call. So I think pretty much kind of people understood what is the, the causal body, but I would like to share some images because visuals are great. All right. So this is your auric field, or you can say, oops, your toroidal field, right? Within this toroidal field, we have many layers of energies that rotate, okay, in different directions and different frequencies. Some go faster, some go slower. Depends on your state of consciousness and how synchronized you have become with all your energy bodies, how deep your awareness is. As you see, the first layer, the very first thin layer, which is the white shed around the person, which we call the etheric body. The etheric body is connected to the seven chakra systems and connects the rest of the energy bodies together into the physical body. Your physical body is the core of your whole soul. Then we have the emotional body. Okay. The emotional body will be the next layer, as you see here. Okay. In the emotional body, this is where our emotional state is stored, our belief systems towards the emotional, or you can call it the inner child, as well as your infant self. So memories of your infant self and your inner child from age of till about 7 or so, 6 to 7, is stored in here. Okay, that's how you already started to formulate your emotional state and your mental state of belief systems. Then we have the mental body, which is the bigger space here. The mental body, okay, now is where your beliefs are stored. All your thoughts are not in your mind. All your thoughts are in the field. There is no thoughts in your mind. Your mind is just a processor of neurons that have created a certain connection between them based on your belief systems that you have adapted from your family, your mother, your father, your babysitters, your schools, wherever you grew up. From there, these belief systems start to anchor in deeper. So, because of these belief systems, the separation takes place in your astral body, and your emotional body and your mental body start to separate. They're not synchronized. Your mother and father, what we refer to mother and father, the Holy Spirit, is your inner child. The mother and father, there's a positive and a negative rotation. So when people say about the father, that's a positive rotation. We call it about the mother, that's in a negative rotation. And both of them work together. They're not separate. Okay. So it's like the yin and the yang. So this part here now, we step into the astral body. The astral body, once that is fully integrated, then you are now stepping in to your light body, because the astral body is no longer fragmented. It's not separate from the masculine and the feminine. It has united it. It's no longer blaming the masculine. It's no longer blaming the feminine. It understands the unity consciousness within itself. The astral body, when it unites, that is when you're now able to heal the causal body. And once we heal the causal body, through that space, you have the power of resurrection, of what Osiris did, of what Christ did, of what Krishna did, of what Shiva did, and all these higher deities that people talk about. Because through this space of the astral body, now you're stepping into the Merkaba. And the Merkaba is the two pyramids, as you see triangles, spiraling into opposite directions. Through that space, we have the causal body, which is now, because you have healed this dimension here, your awareness has expanded and you're able to hold more light. Now you're able to go into other dimensions and see how they relate to this reality through your glands, through your physical body, through your emotional, mental, astral, and unite all of that into one harmonious sphere that operates at a higher state of consciousness. So you no longer become separate from your intuitive aspect, because now your intuitive aspect is united and it's no longer broken. And what is the intuition? The intuition is the acceptance of your inner child. The acceptance of your inner child, the acceptance of your emotional state. The emotional state is not something that needs to be healed. The emotional state is something that needs to be nurtured, recognized, acknowledged, loved. It is the mental state that needs to be transformed, because the mental state connects to the higher mind, and the higher mind is what needs to be expressed on this dimension, not the ego mind or the persona, the personality. So once we start to integrate the persona, your whole endocrine system will change. And when your endocrine system changes, it will no longer know the lower frequencies of vibrations. It will operate at a higher state. And when it operates at a higher state, you will naturally know how it feels to be one with your soul. In the space of stillness, you'll able to come into these higher state of consciousnesses and experience them without the attachment, but as an observer, knowing the cause of their experience in this reality. After the causal body, then we have a few more energy bodies until you get to the higher state of your oversoul body. And the oversoul body is where you come into complete stillness, and your whole purpose on earth becomes of divine service. Not of service anymore that I want to be recognized. I'm serving because I need to be seen to prove something to yourself. You will just become of service. You're no longer bounded by the physical reality of things, of planetary movements, or this and that. You will move with them.